There we go. Oh boy. Nice. We got them both. May as well do that. Up. More arrows. I'm pretty sure that's all we find in the palace, or the lead up. In this area, basically. Arrows are the only thing we find. There we go. Yeah, very nice. It is weird that they're kind of like a mix between just a skeleton. Oh, there's some Denarius. Yeah, they're a mix between like a skeleton and a statue. Or mannequin, I guess. Which is very weird. Oh, this was just an alternate way of getting up. How nice. I think we're done. And now we're back in the palace. Yep. Sighs with relief. Oh, glad to be of service. Oop. Oh yes, this bit. What? Come on. There we go. Nice. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. I've already done it. Normally I try and shoot the statue and I miss, and I hit the water instead. That's what I mean, normally I do. Just doesn't always work out. I don't know why I can hear whispering though. It's a bit creepy. Yeah, look at this! I think this was actually the first time I realised there was ray tracing. Because of that. How you can see it on either side. It's really cool. Yeah, I see you looking at me. Oh, nice. 10 more arrows. I have 102. Key to the palace doors. And this should be volume 2. I'm just gonna sit here and read it.
My beloved Galatea.
Yeah.
After my beloved Galatea.
Oh, my bad.
After I learned the terrible
just gonna
truth
mute
about the golden statues,
so I can have a drink.
I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness.
Oh.
Our meeting gave me new purpose. to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Okay. Yeah, I prefer doing it like that, because then you don't, Oh, I need to burp because I drank so much. Because you don't need to worry about, you know, running into enemies or whatever. Which, honestly, is much nicer. Yeah, I think it's because there's just marble everywhere, is when it's kind of obvious that there is ray tracing. It's really impressive, to be honest. Like, I'm one of the people that was kind of like, who cares, it's just ray tracing, it's not going to really change that much. Like, it's not going to make a fundamental difference, but honestly, when you play a game that does actually have ray tracing, it's really cool. That's really the only thing. It obviously doesn't make the game better or anything, it just, I guess it makes things look more realistic and more immersive, which is the entire point of it. But yeah, it's just, I can't remember which corridor it was exactly. It wasn't this one. I just know it was one of them. Also, this is supposed to be here as a hint to say that you can shoot curtains. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say just before they stumble out of the side of it. Yay! I was gonna say there's one over here anyway. Huh. I wonder if I could do this. I'm just gonna keep kicking them toward the curtain, so then I can kick them over and maybe it'll make this one fall over. Oh, it did! Haha! That was great. I'm not sure if I can kick them. Oh no, you can only kick them once. In which case, I could probably do this. And then kick. There you go. Nice. That worked out really well, actually. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. We go this way. And then we go over here. What? Okay. Yeah, this thing always made me just feel kind of uneasy, because I'm like, I'm just gonna fall. There's no way this is gonna support me. Oh yeah. Whew, close. I almost cocked up. Well, I admit, when I did first play this place, or this area, did kind of spook me. They're just, these guys are... Whoa. They just show up out of nowhere. I think what I'm meant to do...
Please.
Right, yeah. Because this is...
Kill me.
I think that's where I need... Oh, down here's where I need to be. So you're meant to do that. To bring them all in.
Help us.
I think that might be all of them. If it didn't, then, well, whatever. No, that was all of them. Hooray! No, there is one over there, though. I don't like that. Help us! I missed. Nice. I'll bloody kill you if you're not careful. What? Okay, well I didn't see that. Sheesh. I didn't know one of them was trying to attack me. Bah, bah, bah. I don't remember which way to go. Not this way. I don't know how I forget. It's a fairly linear place. Oh yeah, I remember this. Up. Yeah, they all come. Oh, they actually light up. Yeah, they light up when they can be turned to gold. Which I didn't realise. Oh my god. I'm trying! Crap! There we go. Perfect. I don't know why that didn't affect all three of them. Bit weird. Oh, here we go. No, never mind. I thought it was here, but it didn't. There's a very specific corridor. When I first realised there was ray tracing, because it's... I was going to say because it's obvious. It's because it's a small corridor. So you can see the sides of the... Take a look at the skull nearby. Oh. I'm glad that popped up actually, otherwise I'd have missed it. Volume 3.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
To be fair, this is the only place in the game where you face a large number of statues. Every other bit of the game, the only other time a statue shows up is the cistern. And that's just a one-time thing. Once you've killed it, or once you've turned it to gold, that's it. You never have to deal with it again. Isn't there a vase? Oh yeah, there is. Yeah. Okay, I'm confused as to why I did that. Maybe it's supposed to be more? Not sure. Oh, I hit the arm. Yeah, it either takes one shot to the head or two shots. Is usually enough. Oh. Yeah, it's one or the other. I think we're getting close. Yeah, we are. We're nearly there. I don't think there's another note. I'm pretty sure there's only the 3. Yeah, we're at the top. We did it! The half-peeled statue. Closer. Hmm? You can talk? I don't understand what you're saying. Oh. Now I do. Oh boy. You must be Nabia.
And you must wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
If you attack me, we'll both end up encased in gold.
And do you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve.
This has nothing to do with me.
Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you?
It's not just this statue whispering to me, a lot of them do it, but it's always the same voice.
What do you mean, the same voice?
It's like someone else is whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
No, I swear.
Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too.
I ended up here by accident. All I want to do is leave.
What? What are you talking about?
I got trapped in the tunnels under the city and came up inside the palace.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
I never had any intention of hurting you.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Oh, there we go. Wait, I can undo all of this, if you tell me the treatment for rheumatism.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
I can wind back time and make it so that I never came in here.
What? Wind back time? What are you talking about?
I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
What? How is that possible?
I just need to get back to the shrine of... Proserpina.
The goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. Of course. But I'm confused. If you've harnessed the secrets of the gods, why tell me?
Because you'll never remember this conversation.
I see. Well, I'll trust you to honor our bargain. But if you don't, mark my words, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. I believe there's a pot of it already in the Shrine of Apollo. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Goodbye, Navia.
Go. And never return.
Oh, don't worry, we don't need to. Hooray! Yeah, here it is. It was this corridor, because it's really small. And it was just then when I was like, oh my god. Wow. I just found it really cool. Alright, so we're still burning daylight. It's all good. Whee! I like how that didn't hurt. Every other time it does. Right. Oh yeah, where's Decius? The douchebag. I don't know where he is. Oh yeah, I should probably... Oh no, where'd she go?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Can I ask what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I want to know how someone poisoned you without breaking the golden rule.
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you so much money? Thinking you'd be out of it before you ever had to pay back the loan.
I'm not proud of it, but yes, I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Hemlock?
Hemlock.
Yep. Oh no.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa, confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Ah, I see.
I just wanted it to be over. but it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Can I do anything to help?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom? You're not thinking of breaking it, are you?
No, of course not. I would
I don't want to buy their freedom yet.
But I can dream.
Because it's a lot. I'll leave you to it.
Thanks, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a whole lot. Right, so where is... Okay. Keep pressing the wrong button. Which one was it? It's all in the paw. Track. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. She stands here. My bad.
A golden bow. Just like up. Feeling alright?
I am. I figured out how to treat rheumatism.
You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
She's alive, but she just wanted to be left alone, and the treatment is willowbark.
Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
There we go. Hey, we got willowbark. A pot of finely shaved willowbark for medicinal purposes. Alright, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Me too.
That's a shame.
Okay, where's Rufius? Oh. I think I know what's taking place. No, maybe not. No, not quite yet. Where the hell is Rufius? What? Oh, is he at the tavern? Yes. I mean, he's near it. Whoa. Yeah, he is. He's here. Oh, everybody's here.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
There we go.
I have nothing to say to you, kaput mada.
Oh, crap. Can't do that because he's angry. Oh well.
Ah, it's you again. Now, what?
Ever thought about running for magistrate yourself?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
If Malleolus runs, he's going to break the golden rule and kill us all.
And how could you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that.
He plans to have Sentius executed for treason.
You overheard him say that? Oh, why does that not surprise me? He and Sentius have despised each other for a long time now. Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Alright. There we go. Cool.
Alright.
So it's not election time just yet. Oh!
You took care
Bloody
of
hell, she
him?
just hunted me down. He had a tragic accident in that shrine.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, it's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
I said yes, I'd be admitting to murder.
I don't understand. Oh, I see. Oh, I should probably keep my big mouth shut then. Sorry. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
Oh yeah, there we go. What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
How did you end up here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest. But you're saying you were a day's ride away.
Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
Do you know a way out of here?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out.